your #1 news team covering the North. The Bahamas Tonight, Northern Edition.
Welcome back. A local institution receiving a generous donation, the Beacon for Change organization donating school books, crayons, pencils, and more to students of the Beacon School in Freeport, Grand Bahama. Member of the organization, Ravano Ferguson, says they have been giving back to the institution for a number of years and the effort will continue.
11th year going into this, and for the past 11 years we've been doing various donations, especially to the Beacon School. This is a baby of Sonless Martin, and unfortunately he couldn't be here today, but on behalf of the foundation we came back and he wanted to supply the necessary resources for all these kids to be back to school as quick as possible. So we just want to make sure that especially this school that we adopted about 11 years ago, like I said, always have the necessary supplies for a good school year.
Principal of the Beacon School, T.T. McKinsey Moss, thanking the organization for the donation and says it will go a long way.
Beacon School is thrilled that the Beacon for Change has been donating to our students for the past 11 years. And they give us the basic school supplies, and we are so grateful for it. Even though our kids are doing virtual learning, these are still supplies that they will need while they're at home doing their virtual learning. And also when they come back face to face, these supplies will definitely go a long way in assisting them. We are so grateful for their continued support to us for the past 11 years. And I thank them for all they've done and they continue to do to the Beacon School and the students, especially students in the Bahamas.
Grizzlies takeout restaurant gearing up to host its third community feeding initiative by serving lunch to the less fortunate and the Pinders Point community this Sunday, September 12th in Pinders Point. Proprietor of Grizzlies, Simeon Taylor, says he and his wife Sheila have always tried to be their brother's keeper.
This is something that my wife has been actually involved with under the Universal Household of Faith Church, and she had actually had a halfway home, but she fed people in the area, fed them, clothed them, and gave them a place to stay temporarily, because it's only like a 3 to 6 weeks, place where you can come, be sure that you can bathe, have a good night rest, and have something to eat until you actually can get back on your feet.
Taylor says this is an initiative that they plan to expand in the very near future. He's also thanking everyone who has had a hand in helping to make the event possible.
This is something we would like to continue. But actually, we are planning on building, or we would like to build a home and actually next to our building of the same proportion as she did on the Universal Household of Faith. We are so thankful for them to help us make this possible, because without them, we couldn't do this. This is something that is done by sponsors, not by us locally. But we are thankful to do it and see that if once it goes so well, we'll be doing it again.
Well, that's a look at stories in our news segment. Our J. Philippe joins us now with your Tuesday evening sports check.
Good evening, I'm Jay Philippe and welcome to sports. It was a busy weekend for a number of Grand Bahamian athletes on the international scene. Let's start with Jonquel Jones, who's making a strong case for league MVP. In the WNBA, Jonquel Jones has been named Kia WNBA Eastern Conference Player of the Month for the month of August. The Connecticut Sun veteran, currently in her 5th season, has now received the honor 3 times in her career, including 2 times for this season. Jones and the Connecticut Suns went 7-0 for the month of August. During that period, Jones averaged 18.7 points per game, 11 rebounds, 1.8 assists per game, and 1.14 steals per game, and shot 51% from the field. So far on the season, the 6'6" forward is averaging a career-high 20.3 points per game to go along with 11 rebounds per game, dishing out a career-high 2.7 assists per game, and shooting 53% from the field. She currently leads the league in rebounds per game and is 3rd in points per game. Now in soccer, the Bahamas Football Association announces women under-20 national team that will participate in the upcoming CONCACAF under-20 qualifiers to be held from September 13th through the 17th in Curacao. 4 athletes from Grand Bahama were named to the team. Those athletes include Giselle Lang, Celine Johnson, Janika Eddy, and Kendi Ouden. The Bahamas is in Group B of the competition, where they will compete against the Cayman Islands and Anguilla. And finally in sports, Warren Sanders and his St. Lucie Mets, which is a low A affiliate of the New York Mets, went 2-3 on the weekend against the Jupiter Hammerheads, an affiliate of the Miami Marlins, and also they play in the Florida State League. Up next, his team will begin a 6-game series versus the Lakeland Flying Tigers, which is a minor league baseball team of the Low A Southeast and the Low A affiliate of the Detroit Tigers. And that's a quick check on sports. I'm Jay Philippe. Be blessed.